am new to the Congress. I'm not new to legislating and working with groups who struggle for recognition, struggle for their identities as individuals, as part of our great country. I served in the General Assembly in New Jersey for 26 years, most of that leadership. And one of the things I say to new members coming in, follow the leader. And I am very fortunate to have leaders like Congressman Pallone and Senator Kim and others who can educate me about these issues. Now, I happen to have a long-standing friend for 30 years who happens to be Armenian. We will talk about these issues from time to time. And I have had members and volunteers in my campaign. And I have, through that process, I have made a promise. And a person of honor keeps their promises. I promised to join the Armenian Caucus, which, if it's not already done, will be done, because I understand how important it is, one, to keep your commitments, but to understand, as a son of a history teacher, how important it is to understand and learn from our history. We see all the time that these retrograde intolerant forces, one of the things they do is they otherize individuals in order to prop themselves up or to engage in some kind of aggression, is that they strike at the history of the people. They want to erase the history of the people. We're seeing this in many of the leaders, I'm sorry to say, on the other side of the aisle, who are dealing in this kind of behavior. But it's about erasing the individuality, the uniqueness, the culture of a people as they march to populist rhetoric in order to achieve other gains, often personal to them, by the way, to put other people down and to take them out of the history books. History is written by the victors, certainly, but I understand, as someone who studies history, when I'm making that drive back and forth to New Jersey, I often have some kind of a history podcast on, because I understand that by understanding histories, we can learn not to make the mistakes of the past. Now, there's not a child who comes through school who doesn't understand something about World War II and the tragedy of the millions who were lost there as a dictator, a vicious dictator, tried to exert his influence across the world. Now, we see this, we certainly have seen this example in the Ottoman Empire and the millions who were lost there, mostly people from Armenia, but certainly others, Christian peoples as well, and their effort, propped up by this idea of an internal enemy that had to be removed and destroyed so that I guess the emerging country of Turkey could come into being. Not understanding the value of cultures coming together as one people, and the richness of that and what that brings to a society. The cultural history, the intellect, the contributions that can be made by people working together as a humankind, as people who understand the breast and the heart that beats behind the breasts of all of us. The better we understand everyone's humanity, the better we will be as a people and as a nation. And what I commit to you today, that I will insist and continue to insist, that our great nation, that by dint of our past, leads the free peoples of the world, the great democracies of the world, to make sure they are defended, because most people, as we know, live under autocracy. And it is autocracies that attack other people. Democracies don't do this. Democracies don't engage in this kind of behavior. And the United States must exert its leadership, working with others to ensure that free peoples remain free, and that we always stand for what is true and what is right. And in my role here, I can say, without reservation, that is how I will govern. So you can count on me as an ally as we seek to ensure that human rights around the world, certainly in Armenia and in that region, but around the world, are given the dignity and respect and the support that it deserves. Thank you very much. I have to run to a town hall. So, thank you very much, and I'm grateful for the second.